Hello, everybody, and welcome to another match in the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. Tonight we have a matchup between Slidick and Tabby Orange. I am Alsoa, and I am joined here in the commentary booth by Antler.
Yo, how's it going, Alsoa?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Ready to watch a good race between Slidick and Tabby Orange. First round of the Swiss round of the 2024 Z1R tournament.
Yes.
Two good racers here. Slidick's a tournament regular. Tabby, I'm not sure if Tabby's played in a tournament yet, but I know that Tabby has come on strong and is also a very good runner himself. So it's going to be a good race.
I want to say Tabby was in the Rookie Rebel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, awesome. Very cool. So this might be Tabby's first go at the full tournament. So it ought to be fun. I remember my first tournament. It was a great time. So
I remember my first tournament. I won my first race because I knew Vanilla level up.
Hey, that'll work.
Yeah, it was the first random percent tournament and it just rolled Vanilla Dungeon Layout.
Yeah, that always helps when you have vanilla experience for sure. Looks like we're getting started here. We got a Lost Hills start screen for the Wood Sword.
And alongside that, we have a tutor to start. So, in the early stages, what are the main two things you're looking for as you find good money?
Yeah, 95 large secret. You never hate to see that, especially early. You got money to buy whatever you want. You come across a bomb shop, you come across a candle shop, you instantly got enough money. And speak of the devil, Slidick found a cheap bomb shop, 8 rupees. Cheap meat as well, 40 for Tabby.
Gonna choose not to buy bombs just yet.
Well, Slidick actually did not have the money for bombs. He did not find that secret yet, and he's the one who found the bomb shop. And we have a level on Tabby's side. It was level 2.
I mean, technically, that's a good reason to not be able to buy the bombs.
Yeah, it does help to have at least a little bit of money. This is first quest 2, unless it's trolling us pretty hard right now. It's definitely not second quest. It's either first quest or shapes, but it looks very first quest to me.
Yeah, this feels like a first quest too. Looks like we don't have game music from Tabby Orange. That's fine. We still have game sounds, so we'll be able to hear Ganon very well whenever Ganon is relevant. Gets the forced bomb and a free bomb drop on the floor.
Very nice. That was a great room for Tabby. Goes from 0 bombs to 7.
That's not a great room.
No, it's not. Tabby will elect to go right out of that room and try it later if he has to.
Also, the arrows are in the meat shop.
Yeah, good shops early, honestly. You got meat, arrows, and bombs all together as Tabby finds that compass in level 2. Unfortunately, compass is not like a huge find in level 2 because you got 2 floor items. You're going to want to be clearing most of the rooms that you can anyway, but it's one less thing that you got to find.
Yeah, plus if you're looking for items, it's one less room you have to clear because you can skip clearing the Triforce room. If you want the items...
Very true. And Slidick has made his way into this level 2 and take on these mold arms and find his lucky bomb pack here off the floor.
That was 40 for the meat, to answer a question in chat. And also, we saw a candle shop for 50.
Tabby's got to be careful. Tabby has 1 heart fighting this. And he gets a bomb for his trouble.
But now you get pancakes.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough room, especially with the beams in the corners and only having 1 heart to deal with it.
That's a book.
Also, Okay, never mind. I was kind of tripping out on the shape there, or on the column there. But this is first quest 2.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, Tabby could go Zombie Link. Gonna do it.
Yeah,
and Slidick
but
takes a death.
you really, really don't want to see Second Quest 7 now.
Yeah, Second Quest 7 tends to have a lot of muggers and also be very, very linear as well.
Yes, and with a permanent loss of a heart or a bomb on the muggers, well, it's not exactly the best options.
Yeah, so this is kind of a tough combat dungeon early in the seed, at least. Some high HP red dark nuts. Looks like Slidick might just pass on that room for now. I don't think Tabby really gained much out of it other than refilling his bombs.
Yeah, there was no floor drop in there. Tabby's going to continue looking around this level 2. Gonna jump over into this Mimos room and see more dark nuts.
I'm not sure if we mentioned it, but we did have a recorder start.
Yes, that's gonna open up most of the overworld spots, allows you to kind of take Triforces and leave, although Tabby is going to like to skip the Triforce in level 2 for now, which, thank goodness, the Triforce is just sitting there and you don't actually have to kill the Dark Nuts, because that would be terrible.
Correct, yeah, that would be rough, especially this early in the seed. With this dungeon being this close to start, I wouldn't be surprised to see him skip it if it wasn't on the floor and come back later.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable play to make. A couple of groups that could have been drops have been skipped so far just because of difficult enemies.
Yeah.
Most notably that grid room.
The grid room and the early room that was full of blue dark nuts as well, I'm pretty sure was a drop room.
Yes.
Sliddick's gonna be out.
I can't really blame him. As mentioned earlier, it is close to start, so it's kind of reasonable to actually just skip the Triforce route.
And it looks like Tabby's getting out without the Triforce as well. So we got the book out of 2, still an item remaining, but they do have to go back regardless for the Triforce. So
I don't think Slidick got the book though, so if an early hint cop is found, that could be very important.
Slidick did get the book. I saw him pick it up over on the left side.
Excellent. That's a potion shop.
Meanwhile, Tabby's going back to start here after that death, but Tabby will have bombs now to be able to bomb the Lost Hills.
Ain't the old woman in the forest.
Kind of some rude screens here early with those Lionels guarding the way out of level, or vanilla level 2.
Yeah. Tabby not headed up to the northeast just yet. This could give Slidick a little bit of an extra edge if Slidick decides to go ahead and buy that candle.
Yeah, early candle can be huge for routing. It saves a lot of time if you can get one quick and not have to skip a bunch of burn bush spots, because they are pretty scattered around the overworld. Unless you go to Death Mountain, there's not really a way to avoid skipping at least a few of them on your natural routing if you don't have a candle.
But that will not be a problem for Slidick. And we're about to get to see what's on the coast. Oh, there's a hint shop here.
Wow. Step over the water to reach the silvers. That's an instant great hint.
And combine that with the heart being on the coast, that's gonna eventually tell Slidick that, oh, there is a ladder block level.
Or at least the ladder block silvers, for sure.
Oh, you're right, it could be the white sword item.
That's true. Yeah, it could be on the river. That is absolutely true.
Come on. Ladder and 9 to get silvers on the river. Let's go!
I'm kind of moving up through some of these recorder checks here. And it is worth noting that until Slidick gambles and does not pay off, loses 19 rupees. It's important to note that until they get a Triforce, this recorder will not produce a whirlwind, so they won't know until the stairs actually open up. So you gotta give it a few seconds on the screen before you can confirm whether a recorder check actually is a thing.
But on the other hand, you'll never be confused about where your recorder's at until it comes time to actually warp somewhere.
Also true.
Letter has been found and picked up by Slidick. That is candle blocked, but not required, so A or B about it.
Ooh, man, every screen that would be terrible to have Lionels seems like it has Lionels.
This is a good overworld. Now, we do miss out on what is one of the best dungeons in the game.
Which item would that be?
2Q4.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Second Quest 4. I'm in the camp that thinks that Second Quest 4 isn't as bad as a lot of people, just because it does have 2 items, and it's not super linear. So I don't mind it as much as a lot of people, but I know it's not super popular.
We are in the same camp. I don't mind it that much either, honestly. In fact, I will sit here and say that 2Q4 is a good level. This is not 2Q4. This looks like 2Q7!
That is not a good level.
2Q7 is not a good level!
Everything that's true about 2Q4 that makes it good, in our opinion, is not true of 2Q7. 1 item, very, very linear, lots of staircases. Lots of staircases that don't have items. And also, the one good thing, though, I will say about 2Q7 is no walkthroughs and no bomb walls. So you're not going to use up a bunch of your bombs trying to figure out the path in here.
I thought you were going to say the good thing about 2Q7 is it's less than 1Q7.
1Q7 a lot of times ends up being more linear than you would think, just because it has a lot of twisty... It tends to have a lot of twisting, turning paths that you have to take.
Combined with having about 5 bomb walls per whole dungeon.
True, yeah. And they always seem to be in critical spots.
Yep. But every other wall you try, man, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it will chew through your bombs very quickly. Unfortunately, Tabby takes a death there. Gonna go back to start. Do some bombing up here in the Lost Hills, and unfortunately... Well, actually, no, still won't have money. Actually, did Tabby buy the candle?
Yes.
I think Tabby... Yeah, Tabby did buy the candle, sorry.
I'm being informed by chat that both of us are wrong for saying 2Q4 is not terrible. 2Q7, though. So... Interestingly, there was a period of time where there could actually have been a bomb wall in 2Q7 and it threw everybody off.
Yes, I remember that. Yep. Not a terrible enemy set in here so far, though, so at least there's that.
Yep. Although Slidick would probably still like to see a non-sword weapon to use for the event of getting red bubble.
Yeah, I think Slidick's probably going to take every staircase possible here until he finds the path to the Triforce. I doubt that he's going to want to stick around too long digging for items in this dungeon.
Well, I don't think he's going to go past... Just call it a hunch. We'll get past these L's, though. Tabby Orange doing some additional exploration.
Tabby finds the expensive hint shop.
We'll see if Tabby decides to save scum it or not. Like that's going to be a no. We're instead going to see the Lost Hills. There's a mugger, but you can still zombie link.
Yeah, hint shop's not too far from start, so it wouldn't be a bad idea.
I could see holding off on doing it until you have enough money to do it in one swoop instead of trying to do it like in 3 trips. True,
yeah, very true. And will he... Oh, he has enough money now, and now would be a good time, because this is a really good up A spot.
Yeah. Usually... Oh, there's a Goma at 7.
Lots of Gomas in here.
And gets a bomb pack. Tabby Orange does. Oh. Tabby Orange on high amounts of money. I would definitely save and go get the hint at this point. That's the play
Oh,
we're
absolutely.
doing.
Oh, we're ladder blocked from the Triforce. Oh no.
I would at least go into that one room and see what it is.
True. I definitely think Slidick gets out of here, especially seeing all those Gomas. Especially seeing 2 Gomas blocking possible staircase rooms at that already, so.
Yeah.
It looks like Tabby is going to save scum these hints. We got Goma creeps with the raft, okay. So level 6 has the raft. Level 8 with the boomerang.
Got any roads also, so I'm trying to keep track of those. And step over the water to reach the silvers. Okay, that's
Yeah,
the one
we
Tabby
saw.
wants. But still very important information.
Yeah, honestly, that's 2 checks that Tabby now does not have to. Well, I guess Raft, he could have to make that check, but not going to go digging around an 8 for a boomerang.
Yeah, not at this point. Speaking of digging around, first bonus heart of the seed found.
Yeah, that took a while with 2 runners. Not really doing it. Well, I guess they've spent a fair amount of time in 2.
And arrows for Tabby. Not gonna buy the meat just yet. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Is Tabby gonna buy the meat or is Tabby gonna buy the key? Tabby's gonna buy the key.
Yeah, I don't hate that purchase. You didn't really find a ton key-wise in level 2. You got a bunch of money and you just got 3 hints for free. I don't mind that purchase at all, even though the key was expensive.
And you've also got 2 key back half, so that can be a little bit more key heavy.
Yeah, and you got a big money seed as well. 39 mid secret is really, really good.
That's a stick up though.
So for the most part, we've done a lot of the same things. Slidick has a little bit of exploration knowledge in 7, whereas Tabby has the hints. Slidick only has 1 of the 3 hints that Tabby got. And all 3 were decent hints. 1 was the obvious big one with the silvers being over a river, telling us that we are indeed going to be required to get the ladder.
Yes. Oh! That's a death on Tabby's side.
Looks like Slidick is going back over here. Oh, wait, he hasn't been down here yet. I thought they had both come down here. Oh, Slidick,
No,
they both died on that level 2 screen. That's right.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
We're getting all of our money front-loaded in this seed.
It's not a good sign for late purchases that may be necessary, such as bombs, bomb upgrade, a bait.
Yeah, which is even better for Tabby that he got those hints out of the way early, and they were expensive hints too.
Yep. Life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you're gonna get coconut. Alright, so now Slidick has seen the heart container on the coast. That is the confirmation for him that there is, in fact, a ladder block level.
Yep. I think that the worst... I think the furthest west we've seen so far has been that screen that Tabby was just on. We really aren't getting to the left side of the map here yet. We're seeing a lot of the same things from both runners, so it'll be interesting to see where each runner starts getting to the left side of the map here.
We have seen one spot west of the Lake Hallia River area, and that is Penny Road over near the Death Mountain transition area.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
But I don't actually write down where the fourth one was.
Yeah, I did not see which exact screen.
Well, we might see it here from Gabby. Sliddick's now on capped money.
Yeah, we have seen 2 of our 3 big secrets as well, so that's something to know. We only have 1 left for each runner. Looks like Tabby's going to do the same thing, or sorry, Slidick's going to do the same thing that Tabby did earlier. Go get those hints, which is a really good play while you're over here, because once you're on the west side of the map, you're not really going to want to come back to this side of the map unless you have to, since it's so far from start.
Yep. And ideally, you'd want to do it via the recorder.
That is true. We do have recorder, so the exploration or movement around the overworld won't be as bad. But we're in a new territory here with Tabby, starting to see new things. More money. What do you know?
It's new rupees. These are rupees we haven't seen before. These are also rupees we haven't seen before.
17 small and 39 mid is doing work. I think mid secret is the most advantageous because there's more mid secrets than there are small and large secrets. So mid secret rolling 1 away from max is really huge.
Yes, the distribution with the first quest cave setup that we have here is going to be 3 large, 9 mid, 4 small. Oh, the blue lever's rolled up. But we have a not level.
It seems like a lot of stuff rolled up this seed. The red dark nuts rolled way up.
When too many enemies roll up, I call it a white sword and blue sword seed. Nothing there. Where are the levels here? We've only found 2.
Yeah, we've only found level 2 and level 7. Looks like Slidick's... Okay, no, Slidick was just transitioning the screen there.
The odds are not actually impossible that we have all 700 levels. At this point, you just have to dig an item out of 7.
That's very true. Oh, we have a white sword bow for Tabby.
That's huge. Slidick will end up getting that, but still.
Yeah, so that's huge information. That puts 7 in play right now. And we have a wand right next to it at the Armos. So...
And remember, Tabby hasn't been into 7 yet, so Tabby will be able to kill all those Gomas on the first
Yeah, but conversely, Slidick knows about 7, knows that there are 2 potential staircase items that are blocked by Gomas, so Slidick could end up prioritizing that.
Yes, especially given that currently all of the levels seem to be in Canada.
Yeah, this is an oddly low amount of levels that we've seen. Death Mountain could be huge here. Right, as I say that, we find level 5 in the Lost Woods, or Dead Woods, excuse me.
It's a lizard! That's a 5er!
So, level 5 tends to have a lot of keys, so Tabby could end up filling up on keys here, especially with that newfound wand that he has.
There will also be a bomb upgraded.
Very true. And Tabby has all the money he could need to purchase that. Gotta be careful here. I might reset this room.
Yeah. Even though the blue dark nuts are supposedly in the life dropping group. Well, they won't unless you have, like, 10 hearts.
Exactly. They only drop when you're full.
Yep. Slidick's about to get their bow wand combo.
Yep. Luckily for Tabby, that blue dark nut was not the priority enemy. We gotta take a key, leave a key for Tabby. Takes a death, but that's only 2 rooms away from start. Not the worst death.
Yeah, but it's still annoying to have to walk all the way back into the... I don't even know if Slidick saw that.
Yeah.
Slidick
Oof.
might have just heard the ding and was like, oh, I got a thing. Okay.
Remember way back when I said that wasn't a rough death for Tabby? That
Yeah.
was a rough death for Slidick.
Yeah. Death almost lives up to its name. Although, Slidick may like to just go back to 7 here. Ooh, or... Gonna buy arrows. We could see a play on level 2 with the wand in hand.
True, yes. With 5 hearts now, as opposed to 3, wand, and bow. Looks like Slidick's gonna take the meat. Doubtful that comes into play with first quest front half, but it's still very possible.
Remember, it does mean that we have a second quest aids, and it does have sections that are quite linear and could require...
Meanwhile, Slidick's going back into 2, and meanwhile, Tabby finds that we have a potential ladder block in level 5.
And we have a known power bracelet block now. As level 4 is by the Lost Tales, and the only 2 spots you haven't seen are the 2 power bracelet spots.
Yep, very true.
So, now the turntables continue to table.
It's looking like an all items required seed outside of possibly raft.
Oh, come on, the game's gonna make the raft required to get in. We both know it.
So we know we have the ladder required, the power bracelet required. So we'll have to see if I don't know. I don't think we've confirmed if the recorder is required. I don't think we've seen anything that necessarily says it is, but it's still very possible. But we know that the other 2 are for sure.
Yes. And recorder we may not know for a very long time, as Dig Doggers can also make a recorder required. Oh, it's another bug.
Slidick committing to this room here, uses the first charge of that potion to get through this red Darknet room. I think Tabby might... Did Tabby clear that? Maybe not.
Tabby, I think, did clear that room. Oh, no, wait, no. He cleared the one with the 6 blocks. He did not clear the BMOS.
Yeah. Tabby does find the transport staircase. Looks like it will probably take him south. It does, so we do not necessarily have a ladder block in level 5.
I am a little concerned about the stand room, the many dark nuts.
Yes, that's a room that does very much like to drop.
In vanilla, it's where the heart container is. Tabby is able to go a little further into 5 so far. This is the tea room.
Yeah, we'll see if Tabby ends up digging out all the items in this 5. Looks like Tabby's gonna up A and get out of this 5.
Might be convinced it's ladder blocked, or doesn't necessarily want to spend the keys right now on a 5 that may be ladder blocked anyway.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that necessarily screamed ladder block. I might have missed something, but if it is ladder blocked, then that also tells us that screams, hey, Silvers might be here as well.
Yes. Don't know if I'm allowed to post links in the chat.
Ooh, we have one more key. Do we want to use it here?
I think you use it going left because you can go to the right. Okay, double block room.
Oh! Well, at least he knows. That's the second item in 2, and now all he has to do is collect the Triforce, and he'll be done for good with 2.
Tabby has found level 1.
Potentially big find here.
I didn't quite see where it was.
It's got to be over in the Deadwood somewhere. That's where Tabby was.
Yeah, it might be the recorder spot.
In that case, then, that means we only have one more item to see if it's all items required seed, if that is the case.
Come on, we know we want it from the game. Gonna spend the potion to not die to the blue dark nuts.
Wow, that is commitment.
Oh, you know what they say, dying is slow.
We do have a compass that tells Tabby that yes, you need to use that key to get up to this far east part of the dungeon.
But here, have 5 rupees.
Little consolation prize for the key.
Da-da-da-dun. And now we'll get to see where the level 1 is. Oh, it's in the curse screen.
And I'm not surprised whatsoever, Tabby, going back in here. We still got 3 items outstanding. I don't believe we found any of them yet in this
We have
dungeon.
not. Oh, good. More darkness.
Juan doing work to get that little back boost on the Dark Nuts through Tabby. That saved him from a couple parts of damage there.
I think our runners would like to see either an egregious amount of hearts that magical sword to be picked up and or a red ring.
Tabby doing some quick work on that room. That was some good combat.
Yes.
That's a power bracelet, isn't it? Is it?
I think
Can't tell.
so. I can't quite tell. Yeah, that's power bracelet.
Definitely a power bracelet.
Gonna grab it and up out of the room instead of clear it out. That opens up more possibilities and also unlocks level 4, which could have our ladder.
I'm not sure if was it Tabby or was it Slidick that saw that hint.
It was Tabby that saw that hit.
Okay,
That
so
hit was at 5.
right, so hopefully that will kind of have some alarm bells going off for Tabby.
Well, first Tabby's got to survive the rest of this level 1 to get the other 2 items.
Tabby could get a free bomb pack here. Oh, never mind.
Could also get an item though.
It does push. What do we have?
Ooh.
Any key. That is, that's big, this seed. Keys have kind of been slowing our runners down a little bit, so that's a huge find for Tabby.
Yeah. And with 208 rupees, that opens up the possibility of the second bomb upgrade, additional, just purchases the blue ring.
True.
Gonna get another hint. Goma creeps at the grave. Okay, not necessarily power place of block yet, because we haven't seen all the grave spots, but could be.
And it looks like Tabby's committing to this one for the last item in here, which with the any key now, I think is definitely the right play and how much you've seen of this one.
Yeah. Plus, you don't want to leave one and then hope that your opponent didn't also check one. Pity heart for Slidick.
Yeah, I don't mind that purchase. Going into Death Mountain, you got gorillas all over the place.
We found the third item in 1. It's the tutor.
Yep. So, 1 with the power bracelet and the any key. 2 out of 3 very good finds for Tabby. We're still looking for that all-important ladder, though. I'm thinking we want to see ladder in 7, right? I mean, that's got to be it.
Yes. Behind the
Behind
Goma,
all
no
those Gomas, yeah.
The bomb shop. To answer the question of what did they start with? They started with a recorder in this scene.
And one other thing to note about if that was the case with the ladder being Goma blocked, that would necessitate an arrow purchase from both of the runners because we know that the silvers are ladder blocked.
Which makes us a 6-item seed. Tabby's going to go ahead and clear out some of the grave now. And Tabby will be able to get into level 6 regardless of where in the grave it is. Somebody do something! Instead, we just get fresh grave robbing money. Ooh, more hints.
Uh-oh. Step over the water to reach the heart container. We have a few left. Well, actually,
that's
that was the
supposed
first item. Yeah.
Okay, step over the water to reach the red candle too. Okay, what's the last one? Step over the water to... Oh, 6 has silvers!
Now that's a huge one.
Okay, so 6 has raft and silvers, and 6 is ladder block, and it's in its vanilla spot!
Wow.
So the inside of 6's ladder block, Tabby doesn't know that the ladder is not here, and is gonna need the ladder to get to the silvers, unless there are multiple paths to get there.
This could be a terrible, terrible find for Tabby, because if Tabby finds, say, one of the items and the Triforce, and never buys that hint that Slidick just got, it could get very bad for Tabby very fast.
The best thing to happen here for Tabby is that 6 is just completely ladder blocked. Sail over the
Absolutely.
water to find the boomerang!
Wow, we have an all items required seed except for maybe wooden arrows.
Okay, now we need the ladder to be in 7 behind a Goma.
Absolutely.
There is no exception to that. Oh, and the block doesn't push. Slidick's now in level 5. Tabby is bombing a wall. Not open. Okay, come on. River room. Nope.
Oh, man. Well, this has to be a push block, yeah.
But it could still be ladder blocked to get... Honestly, a ladder block Triforce still does Tabby very good.
Yeah, I mean, ladder block Triforce would be the best thing for Tabby here.
And sure, Tabby may get the hint in 9 that's over why else. If they decide to go to 9 looking for silvers instead of back in the 6. But depending on how much a 6 can see.
And he very well may also buy that hint on Candle Row as well.
Right, and we're also assuming that the silvers aren't in like a moat.
Yeah, that would also be a thing that could help him out. Honestly, if the silvers are in a moat room, that would be even a very good thing that he found this, because then he would just know he wouldn't have to buy the hint.
Yep. But, right, so we have... Wait, no, hold on. There's one more block we still haven't confirmed. Recorder.
Oh, true. Yes, we haven't confirmed recorder block.
So I want level 8 to be in the whistle spot on the...
Yeah, I think levels 8 and 9 are the only ones we haven't found, right?
That is correct. Tabby's in a bit of a tough room. He's Wizrobes, and there's no door guarding here. You just gotta walk in and do it. Oh, gets one of the blues down though.
And the rough thing for Tabby is he's probably gonna have to do this room twice.
But does get a clock to at least get through it this first time.
That definitely helps.
Okay,
there it is.
That is not her. Oh, boy.
Oh, no, you can get there from the other side, I think. Yep. Hopefully Tabby just leaves at this point.
Yeah. Or it's the off chance that there's multiple paths, but I doubt it. With the fact that it's the 1Q6.
And Tabby's going back in.
Honestly, if I'm in Tabby's position, though, I'm going back in too.
Yeah, at least to grab the Triforce. I doubt he sees much more than the Triforce here.
However, remember, silvers are ladder blocked, and he just got a hint that he needs the raft. Raft being ladder blocked may save him quite a bit of frustration.
There's so many different possible scenarios at this point with all these hints and all these blocks. Who knows?
Oh, and Chad is reminding us that it was sail first to the boomerang, so 8 is to be in a raft spot. Which means 9 can still be on Death Mountain.
Yeah, we need 9 to be recorder blocked for the dream.
And we're not even considering Chad is lovely. Force doubled into 6.
Yeah, that's true.
With the Goma block in 8 because we need the wood arrows to be required.
Yeah, we could have raft in here, ladder be another item in 8.
Or just put a Goma in 6. Fucking Silver,
True.
problem solved. Okay. Tabby's gonna grab the Triforce. Knows he needs the raft.
Oh, Slidick takes another death in 5. Slidick's committing pretty hard to this level 5 right now. He's going back in again. Hopefully he finds something that pays off for him here.
Tabby has made a very interesting play here to elect to leave 6 without the raft. I wonder if he's thinking, okay, I'm just going to gamble on ladder block 6 and come back to 6 with a ladder.
Yeah.
Unless he picked up the raft and I just didn't see it. Finds 4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't pick up the raft in there.
In that case, that may be very good for Tabby.
Yeah, definitely, because he knows he needs it, unless he's forgotten the hint.
Right.
Well, I guess hints, plural.
But now the silvers could actually be well after the, or the raft could be after the silvers, which would help. The dogwood wills. Oh. We knew that. So you're going to notice that both runners will likely be skipping the clearing of dark rooms, unless they're either convenient or they don't have a compass yet. That is because dark rooms can't have the item.
And Slidick once more into this bottom part of level 5. That wall will not bomb, unfortunately. That is not a room to the left.
And that wall did not bomb.
Yeah, it forces you to go right in here.
Tabby's gonna fight a Gleeok, gets the Gleeok down. Oh, Slidick just gets through the door.
Much nicer room for the shutter door here.
Oh, is this a ladder block? Slidick gonna continue their way through level 5. Yep, 5 is completely ladder blocked.
Wow, where is this ladder?
I still like 7 or 8.
Yeah, 7 might be the play here. 6 is, or 8's possible, but we would need that ladder block that we know is coming in 6 to not be before the raft.
And also, Slidick has not been to 1 yet. Probably going to get to 1 in the near future, but has not been to 1 yet, so doesn't have to get to. Nor the power bracelet to get into level 4. But I believe Slidick did see the hints for having been in Lost Void. Or Lost Hope, rather.
Yeah,
now, for those just joining, this is a 5-item required seed. No, 4. Sorry. Forgot about recorder.
Yeah, so we got raft required, power bracelet required. Oh, there's a red ring in 4.
It's not a ladder, but I don't think it's going to get turned down.
No, definitely not.
And now Tabby's just looking for a stair room, which helps a lot.
The funny thing about the seed is the ladder is obviously what is going to start the major progress in the seed, and that's the one thing that we have not found a hint for.
Yep. But we did get a hint that both the raft and silvers, both of which are— oh, here it is! This could be the recorder block!
It's very possible.
Come on, be something required!
This could be the ladder right here.
Let's see. You don't need it to get to the Triforce, gonna do the glitch. I like it. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't push!
We still have level 9.
We also have level 7 and 8 that can be blocked, as well as level 6.
True.
Also, we haven't seen level 3 yet.
Ah, good point. Yeah, they have not seen level 3. I forgot about that one.
This should be the— okay, now this is the fourth.
Rough death for Tabby.
This is a quirk about having a mixed quest lead. That diagonal block room can be a push block in first quest if and only if it's mixed with cross dungeon room randoms.
Interesting. Yeah, see, that's... Okay. That's something I don't believe that I do.
Diagonal block room should be the item. These are the logic quirks that come into play when you have mixed first quest one half, second quest other half. I don't think it applies in mixed when you have shapes as the other half.
I thought maybe Slidick was setting up the Kanana key there, but elects not to do it.
Might have just not been thinking about it, thinking, okay, I can probably get around that locked door. Because it is level 1. You can often get around one.
Slidick sees his power bracelet inside that like, but gonna be careful here. With no ladder, it's very tough to get around these NSU rooms with nasty enemies like blue dark nuts populating them.
Yep, Bud is able to get through. And Tabby does bear in mind that this could be the item. Also, by process of elimination, it had to be, and it's the ladder!
There it is. Unfortunately, no ladder behind the Goma in 7.
I mean, the Triforce... No, hold on. We've seen what the Triforce is in 7. It's going to be Goma's in 8. You can still have Goma blocking in 6. I missed what the floor drop in 4 was.
The red ring.
Okay, thank you. I should probably look at the tracker. Being run by the wonderful Mrs. Melchior tonight. And from what I understand, perhaps some help from Baby Mal.
So, Slidick picks up his Innie key. Slidick falling a little bit behind here. Tabby has a fair bit of knowledge advantage right now, as well as having the ladder, which we know is very, very important. And we'll see where Tabby goes here.
But, interesting. Tabby does not check power. Tabby's going... Okay, I thought Tabby missed a power bracelet spot there. Actually, I think he did.
Yeah, I didn't see if he pushed that or not. Slidick's intent on clearing that room. I think he just realized that he got the power bracelet off the floor in there.
But there's one thing to keep in mind that Slidick has in his favor. Knowledge that silvers are in 6.
True. Tabby just knows that the silvers are ladder blocked. He doesn't know they're in 6. So if you're Tabby, you're hoping that the silvers, well, if you're rooting for Tabby, you're hoping that the silvers come before the raft in level 6.
And if you're rooting for Slidick, you want the silvers in 6 to be buried, with raft more easily accessible.
Yeah, so Tabby's gonna move a little bit faster here than Slidick probably because of that red ring in 4.
Finds level 7.
And this will be interesting. So we don't have the bow yet.
No, he does.
But we don't necessarily need it. Unless, well, I don't think he needs anything out of here. I think we pretty much know at this point.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, so 7's not going to have our Goma block for what arrow is required. It really does come down to, does 6 the silver blocked by a Goma?
Yeah, we have knowledge now of every single item in the seed, or every single item that we will need of where it is. We have raft and silvers in 6, and that's the last. So it really does come down to 6.
But this might distract Tabby.
Yeah, hopefully it's the item for Tabby. It's not. Nope. He's not going to take it. That's good for him.
Yep. And this will be the Triforce room. Tabby should clear it.
Yeah, Tabby might check that room to the left, but I don't think he spends much more time in here than that.
I think he looks to see if it's a ladder block, and if it's not, then he's... He's okay. He's gonna go one extra room.
Yeah, I mean, while you're down here in the tail, I don't blame him.
Yeah. I don't think you clear this, though.
Looks like he's going to.
Slidick is in 6. Slidick knows that the silvers are ladder block.
But does Slidick know that the raft isn't here? Did Slidick get that hint?
Yes, that was in the expensive hint shop.
Okay, gotcha. It's hard to keep track of exactly where each hint was with so many helpful hints this seed.
And the other thing is, Slidick also knows that Slidick might also be saying, okay, if I can get a Triforce out of here, I can whistle back. So if I can get the Triforce in 7 picked up for Tabby. And Slidick is not the happiest seeing that hint.
Yeah, so now Slidick knows that he needs both items out of this dungeon. If he remembers his hints.
Could you imagine if it was a Shape 6 and you had to do this crap and it was like 40 rooms?
Yeah, Shape 6 can be just awful.
Wait. Here we go. Other hint shot for Tabby. This is very important.
Yeah,
this is going to give Tabby that knowledge.
Yeah, it's going to absolutely confirm it for him.
I see Tabby immediately going back to 6 after checking this cave.
Oh, absolutely. He'll check the stuff on the way. Well, maybe not.
He's not even gonna check. No, I think he realized he forgot. We're in the bush.
He probably saw that Silver's hint. He's like, I'm in go mode. I don't have to check anything else. And then he's like, oh wait, I haven't found all the dungeons yet.
Yeah. Overworld exploration is your go mode today.
Yeah, very true. And
you still have a chance for a record block. That possibility doesn't die until Zelda Fist. Going back into 5 real quick to get this Triforce stuff. I like it.
Yeah, he might as well. He now knows that he does not need either item in this 5.
Yeah, and even if it's like, oh, but what about a Goma? Well, he's got the one. Now, the red candle could very well be in there.
True. But I doubt he spends enough time to find out unless he just happens upon it when he's clearing rooms for the Triforce.
Yeah. The other possibility is he may poke his head into a stair if it's on the way, just to see if there's a white sword. Because I think the white sword would be helpful.
True. And this is a weird path to the Triforce.
5's not normally this blocked off like this. Okay. You push the block to see what's inside. It's probably a heart.
Yeah.
Is he gonna pick it up?
Yeah, that's another thing. We've not seen that many heart containers this seed.
Both runners are... Well, one runner's on 6 hearts, the other's on 5 in 51 minutes. They're probably at Death Mountain.
I know one of them gave up a heart at one point, but I think both of them have gone zombie Link. I think one of them did it twice.
Yeah, I think it was Slidick that did it twice, but I don't think any of them gave up a heart yet.
Maybe they didn't give up a heart, but I know they both went zombie Link. So there's Tabby's 5th Triforce in level 5. Now I'm guessing straight to 6.
Yep. Probably might actually stop by 2 on the way to the raft spot on the coast. Slidick, you gotta be careful. Okay, Slidick has motion. Tabby did give up on her. Okay, thank you, Tab. And this will be Tabby headed back to 6 after checking recorder link.
Yeah, I think he might have checked it earlier, just wanted a bomb refill.
That could be. And Tabby's now back in 6 and gonna get everything out of here. So, Tabby has a pretty good lead at this point.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, not a problem. Slidick does have a couple of extra Triforces, has a Triforce out of 1. But Hasn't been to 4 yet. Hasn't gotten the Triforce out of 7 because of no ladder. Slidick's gonna leave 6. I don't think he got. Yeah, he's gonna go without the Triforce.
Yeah, and that hint for level 4 really paid off for Tabby. Being in the Lost Hills, I think they both got it, but the fact that Tabby kind of went right back there before doing any of Death Mountain while he was over here was huge play, netting him the ladder, and that ladder just completely blew the doors off the seed for him.
I don't think Slidick has yet seen the. Okay, Slidick is gonna come back to Triforce. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's Tabby. Slidick is gonna keep digging in Death Mountain. I don't think Slidick saw the hint for sail over the water.
Was that a purchased hint? It's so hard to remember.
It was in 6, but oh wait, no, if it was in 6, Slidick probably saw it.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely did. He was in 6 and went up and saw it, and he stabbed the old man when he saw it.
And there's your ladder block, and there's your raft.
Yep.
See, this is if Tabby doesn't buy the second set of hints, he doesn't find the second hint, he leaves it.
Oh yeah, how huge was that hint for Tabby? Just the fact that he did Candle Row before coming back to 6 with his ladder.
Yeah, that's probably a seed-defining play.
So meanwhile, we got Slidick in here, right on Tabby's heels, trying to open up this transport staircase with these beefy second quest ropes.
Yes, the disco ropes as they're known. So now the question is, where is the triumph? Oh, and 9 is power bracelet blocked.
Wow, that is true. So, 2 power bracelet block dungeons, 1 raft block dungeon. Nice double clip there from Tabby, and Tabby will collect his silver arrows. And now there's really not much stopping him. He's straight up in go mode. He's got literally everything he could possibly need.
Yeah. The only thing, and really the only item that he's gonna care about is the light sword. But the only dungeon he might even consider digging for a white sword is
Yeah, Slidick seeing that immediate ladder block and probably not too happy about it.
Step over the water to reach the silver arrow.
And the raft, as it turns out.
Yep. And now we're going to new territory.
Yeah, at this point, all Tabby's looking for is level 3. As soon as Tabby finds level 3, I expect an immediate up A, go back to level 2.
Well, there it is.
Triforce up. There it is. So,
all right. We're relying on Dig Doggers for our recorder blocks. Thank you!
Nice hint.
Best hint in the game.
To be fair, I don't think we can really complain about hints this seed.
No, we can't. I mean, we can't because they were too good to the runners.
True.
The runners can't. And now Tabby is joined by Slidick in level 3. And Slidick's going to get the hint.
Let's see if Slidick takes exception. He did not take as much exception as Tabby did.
Hi, Zelda. Wait, you're not in your room.
So yeah, I mean, Tabby's literally just going to be out as soon as he finds his Triforce. Straight back to 2, clean that Triforce up. He knows where it is. And then he'll be going straight to that power bracelet spot next to Star. Oh, and a quick Triforce to boot.
Hold on. You've forgotten one major detail. The raft spots for level 8.
Oh yeah, he'll go to the raft spots.
I mean,
we'll see what he does
straight
first.
9, but then he wouldn't be able to walk in the door.
Yep.
The man would say, no, go away. So, for anyone that's just joining us, as we approach near the hour mark, the big thing that has caused the massive gap between others is that Tabby was able to get a hint for the power bracelet being in level 4. Did get the Triforce out of 6, as Slidick also gets the Triforce out of 3. But then went immediately to the what's it called?
The
The
power
Lost-
bracelet spot in the Lost Hills.
Yes.
Yeah,
As
that was the big thing.
Yep. And now Tabby's got to go back because it's at the coast draft spot is level 8.
And Slidick just having some really bad luck here. Finding this level 3, he's going to dig the whole thing out. I mean, it's the right play if you're in his position, but he just doesn't know that the ladder, which is the item, again, that is the key item in the seed, is not in here. It's in level 4.
There's a very real probability of terrible happening to Tabby. He may have forgotten he doesn't have the Triforce out.
Oh, did he go back into 2?
Not yet. He may elect to go back into it post 8 just by doing a ladder clip.
If he does, I don't think it'll be that huge of a swing because, I mean, he'll just find out when he goes back, or when he goes to level 9, which he knows exactly where it is.
Welcome to everyone's favorite level. This is a terrible level. This is actually a terrible level.
Yeah, second quest 8. Now, I mean, you never know if Slidick gets a couple quick items out of this 3, goes to 4, and then takes the right staircase in level 8, and Tabby has trouble finding the right staircase and full clears it. That could possibly get Slidick back to being close at least.
And the other thing to bear in mind too is that Tabby doesn't have meat.
True, and meat block is very possible.
Yes. Now, sure, this is a shop relatively nearby and it's cheap, and Tabby can absolutely afford it, but the principle still stands. Tabby does not have it.
Yeah.
Also, welcome to stair 1 of 20,487.
Let's see where the first one goes.
And before it's not even a stair.
True.
Not even a stair, it's a boomerang.
Yeah.
Thanks, game.
Oh.
Never seen an item 3 yet.
Yeah, this 3's been rough. The items just not presenting themselves at all.
It could be in this room. I hope Slidick is keeping that in mind.
Yeah, I'd imagine there will be one in this room with as much of this 3 as we've seen, honestly.
Tabby's not electing to take the jump into every stair strategy and ain't no item.
Wow.
Okay, game.
Slidick doesn't believe it.
There's a 5-er. What did we not see? This room, I guess.
I think did he clear this room? I think he did. He's acting like he cleared it.
Yeah, based on him skipping it, he probably did. Game? That'll help, please?
Yeah, he's headed back toward the Triforce room here.
It shouldn't be in this room because this was a kill the enemy drop.
Yeah, this can't be. Yeah, is it possible that Slidick thinks he cleared that red darknet room and he didn't, maybe?
It's possible, or we'd have to see Slidick's map to see if there's additional,
Ooh, compass and 8.
That's important.
Yeah, it's the far bottom right, near the vanilla entrance.
This is gonna be a stair hop, for Tabby.
Yep.
There's no reason not to.
No, absolutely. Just start taking stairs until it puts you close.
Yep. That is not close.
That is not the location that Tabby wanted to see.
But you can walk through the wall. Okay, now Slidick's clearing this room out.
good patience from Tabby there. Ooh, Slidick takes a death, and ooh, Tabby finds the second item. The only times you're gonna find the items that fast in Second Quest 8 is when you're looking for transport staircases. Then you'll find items.
Just how and why? There probably isn't going to be a stair, and Tabby's just going to have to go dig more. Oh,
Yeah.
the stair! Tabby, where are the stairs in 8? This is not normal.
From your lips to the seed's ears.
And what would suck is if you ended up just having to walk the entire way because all of the stairs are like one room.
That's possible.
Every stair's a one-room stairs, so you just take stairs to like play leapfrog with the speed. There's a white sword.
Not, probably not very happy to see that. Unfortunately,
No,
he's really
I think
looking
the
for that
floor
ladder.
But no, you don't want that. Well, okay, that got you a little further.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Slidick's gonna clear out all this Death Mountain, and he's not gonna find anything up here.
Right, because he doesn't have the hint about where 9 is.
Yeah, this is just a really, really unfortunate series of events for Slidick.
Oh, we got another stair for Tabby. Remember, there's 2 one-way stairs in 8.
Yeah, that is a thing, and it can just drop you right into the room with the Triforce. It doesn't, but it gets him close. Let's see if he can get through this wall. Doesn't walk through, does bomb.
Alright. And there's a door.
Yep. So Tabby will be going to level 2, snagging that Triforce, and he'll be going to 9.
Yeah. Slidick's still looking for levels. Has the hint for 4, knows that 8... Well, actually...
I don't know that he did see the hint for 4. That's the only thing. That was in a dungeon, I'm pretty sure.
It was in 5. And Slidick did as much of 5 as he could, and Tabby was able to get to it without the ladder.
True.
Should have seen it.
Yeah,
Seen the level 9 hint.
that's true. But, man, with all these hints that they've got to keep straight, I mean... We have the benefit of talking to each other about it and reminding each other of what each runner has seen. They've only seen what they've seen, and they can only talk to themselves about what they know as far as the seed. So something like the power bracelet blocking level 4 could slip their mind, but it looks like Slidick remembered because he is in level 4 now.
This is where Slidick needs to be.
It is where Slidick needs to be. He needs to go very, very fast. He needs Tabby to have a lot of trouble because Tabby is going to be in level 9 in about 1 minute.
Now, Slidick does have the benefit of having the white sword, so his combat's going to be good. I don't know if it's going to be enough in the end, but it's not an insignificant factor.
Yeah, he just has so much left that he has to still do. He still has to go back to 6 as well.
Yep, gotta get both items out of 6. Still has to go back to 7 to get that Triforce. Has to go back to 5.
Yeah.
He does have the Triforce out of 1. I'm 99% sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did snag the Triforce out of 1.
At least he should have. Especially after getting the key block wouldn't have been an issue.
So here we go. Tabby at 107.18. Gonna be in level 9 searching for the Roar in the Door. Will not be looking for items. This will be a second quest 9, so he also has that going in his favor. It seems.
Okay. Hey!
Wow.
Here's Ganon! Oh, and there's 4 doors!
4 possible Zeldas.
This could be a 5-room 9.
Tabby doing a good job fighting this Ganon here with Red Ring, just making sure if he has to take a hit, he takes a hit. Just don't let Ganon get away. That's the big thing. Start running around the ring.
And he does have a double potion, so death is very unlikely. And this is a good strat if you're not able, if you're near the bottom but can't hit, the game doesn't spawn for the what's it called, the stun lock. Just kind of stay near the middle of the room and hit him as he's coming across.
Tabby was some very sound Ganon fighting there. Had the potion ready, was taking the small hits, mostly avoiding the Ganon hugs, but we have a dead pig, and now we're literally just looking for Zelda.
And we're probably going to check all 4 of these doors first.
Oh, you got to.
This is the only instance in which Zelda can be in a multi-sided door room. Or adjacent to a multi.
And there she is! Get your GGs out for Tabby. First place finisher in this race with a official racetime.gg time of 1:08:52. And
honestly, an incredibly well executed run from Tabby.
oh yeah, I mean, like, for all that was required in the seed, that was just a blitz of the seed. 1:08:53 is a really, really good time for the seed.
We didn't get our recorder block.
Yeah, did not get that. Didn't get our wooden arrow block either.
I believe we are joined here in the booth by Tabby. GG.
Yo, GG, Tabby.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Alright, thanks for GG's.
Yeah, so what were your initial thoughts on the seed? A lot of hints.
Yeah, the hints kind of like saved me, kind of pointing me to 6, both for Raft and then the silvers, because I kind of thought the silvers were going to be in 5, because that was ladder blocked, so I was kind of heading to 5. And then I saw the hints, I had a ton of money, so I was like, oh, let's buy these. And I was like, okay.
Yeah,
so 6.
Slidick had actually found that silver's hint in 6 way before you did, so like I think he found it while you were in 6, and we already knew that the silvers were ladder blocked. So we were sitting here thinking, oof, if Tabby finds the raft and the Triforce in here, this might be the last place he comes back to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Combine that with the raft showing up before the silvers, which, okay, the raft was ladder blocked, but had it not been?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, that's like a rough dungeon too. Like, you know, even though I had red ring, well, when I was first in there, I didn't have that, which is why I just bailed, even though I knew I needed the raft. I was like, I'll just come back later. You know, once I grab the Triforce, I can just whistle back here. And, you know, maybe I'll find a white sword or something to help me a little bit in here. But yeah, I would have grabbed the raft and left. I definitely would have done that, at least until I clear, like, 3, the other item in 2, and stuff like that. And I probably, in a second quest 9, I probably would have gone to 9.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would have agreed with that play, you know, if not for the knowledge that we had. So
yeah, the hints definitely, and even like, the hint told me where 9 was. I didn't know where that was, and I was hoping for a hint for where 3 was, which was in 3. Thank you.
Yeah, we saw you take exception to that.
Yep. Yeah. I definitely feel like sometimes, like, especially with the book, just play the dungeons, and you know, they might tell you where to go.
And meanwhile, while we were watching you finish up, we saw Slidick unfortunately get bomb blocked from the bottom of level 4, which, as we know, not only has the Triforce, but also has the ladder. Slidick pretty much knows at this point that he needs to be in this level 4, and this is what is going to have the answer for him, which is the ladder. Speaking of which, that was probably the biggest point at which we were like, okay, Tabby has a commanding lead now, when you found that early ladder out of 4, because Slidick went all the way up through the Deadwoods, through Death Mountain, did all of level 3, and he full cleared level 3 and missed a room that had his stair item, so it just took him forever to get back to that ladder, which, as we know, is what blew the seed wide open for you.
Yeah, and then I don't know if he goes through all of Death Mountain. Since I was there at the end, I found 3, and I knew where 9 was, so I was like, so I think I only cleared like 2 or 3 spots on Death Mountain, which eats up a lot of time.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, Slidick got to 1 a bit later, so we didn't have the benefit of the any key for a while, which kind of slowed him down a bit, just making him have to take different routes.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know if, I think it was 1 or maybe it was 5 that had the hint where 4 was. So
I'm gonna be honest, it was very, very hard to keep all of the hints located.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
We were saying that we were asking each other, wait, did this runner see that hint? Did this runner see that hint? Because we weren't sure, and there's a ladder.
Yeah, and I was down there because 1 and 5 were down in the dead woods, and then at some point, the hints were that 4 was up in the northeast in Lost Hills, and 6 was at the grave. And the only reason I kept going on the grave is that I knew 6 was there, and I needed the raft out of 6. Or otherwise, I would have gone immediately to 4.
Yeah.
Because that's a small dungeon, is right by start. And with the whistle, you can go right. You can basically pick up wherever you left off if you leave right after a dungeon. You can just go right back to that dungeon.
Yeah, having the recorder at the start of the game makes your approach very different to digging dungeons and things like that.
Right, and like even like 2Q7, you're like, oh, let me poke around, maybe I'll at least grab the Triforce or whatever, and that was not too many rooms in for that.
Yeah, you ended up taking a really good path to that.
And he did a bold strategy at first name by not just jumping immediately into every single stair. All, like, 28,000 of them.
Yeah, I guess that's what I do in 8. I just kind of keep going, because there's actually... I feel like 8 has more doors than you think. So you just kind of keep going, but mark the stairs, because eventually you'll have to start taking stairs, so at least just remember where they are. And...
For me, it's not so much that I don't see 8 as having a lot of doors. Honestly, 8, outside of like ladder blocks and big dogger blocks, usually is very easy to get around.
Yeah.
It's just more a case of, okay, if I have to come back to 8 looking for items and I have 15 stairs marked as possible rooms, I'm going to feel a lot worse about jumping in every stair then than I will looking for the Triforce.
Yeah, or if I had to, like, if it was like, a bunch of blue whiz robes. Well, I probably would have just skipped it if it was a bunch of blue whiz robes. But if I cleared a bunch of blue whiz robes, I'd probably take that stairs just in case there's like a dead end there. At least I've checked that and don't have to clear that again.
Right. Slidick's still looking for level 9. Hasn't gone back to 6 with the ladder yet.
Yeah, I do believe Slidick has found every dungeon at this point. Well, outside of level 8. But Slidick has seen the hint that level 8 is raft blocked. Or, well, the A dungeon is raft blocked, which he would know would have to be, well, 8 or 9 at this point, I guess. I don't remember. See, I don't remember if it's...
There was a hint both that the boomerang was an 8 and the boomerang was raft block.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I knew, you knew it was 8 if you got both sets of hints. Or
right, that's what it was.
Right, so many hints. I can't remember if those were both bot hints or one of those was in a dungeon, I think.
And also remember, you're over an hour 15 in. You still gotta keep it straight as to what's where. But I believe we have the white flag from Slidick at this point.
Yeah. Get your GGs in for Slidick. Just had some really, really rough luck this seed. With kind of the order that he found things and all that good stuff, but still a very good player, and he will definitely bounce back.
Speaking of, we are now joined by Slidick here in the booth. GGs.
Good game.
GG, Slidick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Slidick, we've talked to Tabby about the hints and everything, but as you might imagine, what really kind of turned the race in Tabby's favor was that ladder in 4.
Yeah, yeah, all the hints were everything stepped over the water. It's like, yeah, I get it, game. But then, yeah, I didn't pay enough attention when it was telling me where levels were. Like, I'm still like hunting for level 8, even though I know it's raft blocked. I just didn't mark it. I don't know, just not paying enough attention.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tough when there's that many hints that are actually good hints. Usually you get 2 or 3 good hints a seed. This seed gave you everything via hints. Like, it's really hard when you've got like that much knowledge through hints to keep everything straight. I know I definitely would not be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it demands a good either memory or like actually just getting out a notepad and writing things down.
I certainly try. I have notes, but I don't know. It flies out my brain while I'm racing.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a different beast when as you know when it's a tournament race too. You're trying to be as focused as possible, and then sometimes that causes you to be hyper focused on one thing and then forget another. So I mean it definitely happens, but that was just kind of the perfect storm. Level 4 not only having the ladder but also having the red ring, which
Yeah, I would have liked that.
yeah, Tabby had the benefit of having the red ring for a lot more of that seed as well. And that helped him just kind of fly through dungeons. Pretty much everything was trivial for him combat-wise after he found that.
Yeah, I had max money right before I went in there, and I knew there was a blue ring shop. I was like, I know 4's here, maybe it's easy, and maybe something will show up, and then I don't have... And I was like, oh my goodness, like, that is... And then that left me enough money to buy the hints, when I came around the second set of hints. And I had enough money to just buy them. I didn't even have to save scum them.
Which ended up being a huge factor.
Yeah, I had too many overworld deaths as well. It really kept me getting down into 1 to get the power bracelet.
Oh yeah, I had a couple of bad overworld deaths. I'm definitely like having trouble like starting these, but like once I kind of get going, like 20 minutes in, feel like I can get rolling. But like it's just really slow for me to get started sometimes, and I definitely died. I died a couple times just going up to Recorder Lake. I died a couple times down in the forest.
Yeah, and you both had similar deaths to start out. Neither of you made it off that level 2 screen with the Lionels. It seemed like every screen that it would be terrible to have Lionels on. I mentioned this during the race had Lionels, but the death that kind of really set you initially apart was the one at Death Armos. That one hurt pretty bad because it sent you away from the wand and then put you on a different path as well, preventing you to get to some of the dungeons that Tabby got to pretty early.
Oh, did we both die at Death Armos?
No.
Okay.
One of you did.
Yeah. I died there, and I'm like, well, I know the item's there, but I have a candle. Let me just kind of like burn everything on the way there.
I died right after it. I got the wand and then died.
Yeah.
I came from the top, I think. Or no, I didn't. No, I died. I got the wand and then went to Death Armos and died.
Oh no, I knew it was in like the top left one and went to go reactivate it and died before I knew
it. Oh.
Before I knew what it was even.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
There's so many money or bomb or heart rooms too.
Yeah, I think I paid at least 2 of them, and then I think I up-A'd out of 1 and never came back on that.
Well, you both went Zombie Link at least once. So
yeah, that one in level 2 was before I had any hearts. So like that's when you like to see them when they're basically free.
Yep.
Yeah, I've like paid it before, with 3 hearts, left the room, and then just obeyed. Like, I'm like, oh, I've had enough of this dungeon, but let me at least pay this guy off.
Well, as far as the rest of the tournament, the good news is this is just week 1. Still 4 more weeks to get those Swiss wins in. Do either of you have any final thoughts on the seed or the race or the tournament in general?
Nah, just thanks to everyone organizing it, and thank you, Antlers and Alsoa for comms, and Mrs. Malkier for tracking, and SpeedGaming for airing this.
Exactly. Same from me. Looking forward to some more good brutal seeds.
Also, any final thoughts for the runners?
So, did you guys like the oops, all items required nature of this thing?
Yeah, I guess. Yep, power bracelet. Was there a whistle blocked dungeon? I don't even. It.
I think that's the only one we didn't see, but
Yeah, when you start with it, you don't even notice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, of course it's raft, and of course it was the coast raft. I should have just gone right to the coast raft. It's always the coast raft.
Yeah, we were hoping for the ladder in one of those Goma blocked staircase possible rooms in 7, but obviously didn't get that. Because that would have meant that was blocking the silvers as well.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Also, if you don't have anything else for him, then we can let everybody get going. Watch the rest of these tournament races going on right now. SpeedGaming 3, we have Sea Falcon versus Scytown going on. It is about 27 minutes in. SpeedGaming 5, we have Chrono JJ versus Mako 71, about 51 minutes in. It's very possible I'm missing some because there are a lot of races going on tonight. So a lot of fun Z1R action going on.
I know on Z1 Randomizer main we have Vincent 246 versus Brewis going on. They're about 20 minutes in. And I believe on Z1 Randomizer 2 we have Blessed Bee versus Moonriz in Phoenix, and they're about 21 minutes in.
Lots of great races to pick from, and hope that everybody enjoys the rest of the action tonight. Thank you to Mrs. Malchior for doing our tracking tonight. Give her a follow. Give both our runners, Tabby Orange and Slidick, a follow. Give the SpeedGaming channels a follow. Thanks to SpeedGaming for putting on the restream. And if there's nothing else from anybody else, then I will say goodnight and enjoy the rest of the action.